Today on Animal Fact Files, we're discussing guillemots. Now, to be clear, this episode is specifically focusing on the black, pigeon, and spectacled guillemot, which are all classified in the same genus. Other birds commonly known as guillemots are also called murres and classified in a different genus. The three guillemot species are black in their breeding plumage, with the black and pigeon showing a white band across their midwings, and the spectacled showing white spots around its eyes, which look like a pair of glasses. They all have bright red feet. In the winter, when they aren't focused on reproduction, guillemots go gray. These birds live on top of the world. They're restricted to the northern hemisphere and largely depend on cold, rocky shores with ice to thrive. Black guillemots are concentrated in the northern Atlantic Ocean, while the pigeon and spectacled species live in the northern Pacific. Compared to the more migratory members of their family, such as puffins, guillemots are relatively sedentary. They tend to stay closer to shore. Another way guillemots are different from their relatives has to do with nesting. There are some populations of guillemots that form large breeding colonies, but this is the exception. Overall, these birds form loose gatherings of just a few hundred pairs in a single area. Guillemot pairs remain together for multiple spring breeding seasons, and they return to the same nest each year. The term nest is used vaguely here, as it's pretty commonplace for these birds to simply lay their eggs on the rocks. Most auks produce a single egg, but guillemots regularly lay 2 at a time. These are incubated by both parents for about a month, and the chicks leave the nest approximately a month later, often without the help of their parents. Guillemots live a relatively coastal life, preferring to take meals from the bottom of the ocean or the underside of ice. They have short wings that they use to propel themselves through the water. Of course, they can also fly. On average, guillemots dive no deeper than 160 feet, 50 meters, and they keep these dives short, often less than 2 minutes in length. Their primary diet is fish, which they'll catch and bring back to shore to soften up before swallowing. It's not uncommon to see them cruising along with a fish dangling out the side of their beak. Guillemots also eat crustaceans, squids, snails, sponges, and more. A coastal lifestyle keeps these birds close to home throughout most of the year, but also puts them in harm's way of human-caused threats. Guillemots are more likely to be exposed to pollution and disturbance from boats. They're also impacted by introduced mammals who eat their eggs and chicks. Their natural predators include other seabirds, such as gulls and skuas, as well as carnivorous mammals like otters and orcas. Some reports suggest that they're even taken by the opportunistic giant Pacific octopus. Did you know there's a type of octopus that eats duck-sized diving birds? Neither did I before this episode. Guillemots reach about a foot, 30 centimeters in length, and have a slightly less than double that wingspan. Their webbed feet help them navigate while underwater, and their sharp, slender beak is used for stabbing and holding prey in place. The oldest recorded guillemot so far was nearly 30 years old, although it's likely they live closer to 20 to 25 years on average. Do you want to learn more about guillemots? Join Dad, Spike Spiegel 93, and the rest of our Patreon family to see the secret facts of each episode. Give a thumbs up if you learned something new today, and thanks for watching Animal Fact Files.